student, welcome to the lecture series of Instrumentation and Sensor. So today in this lecture, we will continue our chapter number 1, that is Fundamental of Measurement, Sensing and Instrumentation. In previous lecture, we have studied about what is sensor, the types of the sensors and function of some sensors. So today in this lecture, we will continue our topic, that is what is sensor, and in this lecture, we will learn about our remaining sensors functions. Okay, so today in this lecture, we will learn about what is sensor, types of sensor, and what are the functions of remaining sensors. Okay, so first of all, let us understand basic definition, or let us recall the basic definition of these sensors. Okay, so the sensor is a device that measure or sense the physical quantities like pressure, temperature, speed, force, displacement, heat, light, sound, etc. into a easily readable signal form, that is voltage and current. Okay, here you can clearly see that the block diagram of the sensor. Okay, input of the sensor, that is physical quantity which we are going to measure, that is pressure, temperature, displacement and force, and output signal sent to the electronics device. Okay, so let us understand what are the types of sensors. So first of all, temperature sensor, flow level sensor, ultrasonic sensor, light sensor, proximity sensor, touch sensor, color sensor, tilt sensor, pressure sensor, infrared sensor, humidity, soil moisture and rain sensor, vibration sensor, and load cell, smoke, fog, gas, ethanol and alcohol sensor. So this type of sensors are available in months. So in previous lecture, we have studied about the function of the temperature sensor, flow and level sensor, ultrasonic sensor, light sensor and proximity sensor. Okay, so today in this lecture we will continue function of the another sensors. Okay, so let's start with sensor, that is touch sensor. Okay, so a touch sensor is an electronics device that is used in detecting and recording the physical touch. Okay, sometimes touch sensor is known as a tactile sensor. It's small, simple and low cost sensor. Okay, so basic function of the touch sensor that is used in detecting and recording the physical touch. Okay, you can clearly see in this video that whenever we are going to touch the circuit of this sensor, LED will glow. The basic function of the touch sensor is to detect the physical touch. Okay, our next sensor, that is color sensor. So a color sensor is a photoelectrical sensor which emit the light from the transducer and then detect the light reflected back from the object with the receiver. So transmitter and receivers are available in this sensor. Okay, transmitter is used to emit the light to object and receiver is used to detect the reflected light from the object. Okay, so by detecting this reflected light back from the object, we can easily say that which type of color present there. Color sensor can detect the intensity of the light for red, blue and green respectively to determine the color of the target object. Okay, so generally color sensor contain one transmitter and one receiver. Transmitter is used to transmit the light to the target object and receiver is used to measure the intensity of light reflected from the object. Okay, you can clearly see in this video how color sensor works. Okay, our next sensor is tilt sensor. So generally, tilt sensor is an instrument is used for measuring the tilt in a multiple axis of reference plane. Okay, so tilt sensor measure the tilting position with reference to the gravity. Okay, they enable the easy detection of orientation and inclination. Okay, so you can clearly see in this video that how tilt sensor measure the tilting position with respect to gravity. Okay, now our next sensor is pressure sensor. So pressure sensor is a device for pressure measurement of gases and liquids. Okay, so pressure is the expression of the force required to stop a fluid from expanding and it is volts per unit area. Okay, so pressure sensor is generally used to measure pressure of gases and liquids. Okay, sometimes pressure sensor act as a transducer also. How we can say that pressure sensor act as a transducer also. So what is the purpose of transducer? Sometimes the output of the sensor which is in the analog. So here at that time we have to convert this output of this sensor which is in analog form into a readable form. So at that time we have to use signal conditioning to convert this output in another form. So at that time we can say that pressure sensor sometimes gives us output which is in the analog signal form. So at that time we can say that pressure sensor sometimes act as a transducer also. So you can clearly see in this video, whenever we are going to give force to the object, the output which is equal to this pressure or force which is indicated by voltmeter. Okay, you can clearly see in this video. Okay, so pressure sensor is generally used to measure the pressure of the gases and liquids. Okay, our next sensor, that is infrared sensor. Sometimes it is known as a IR sensor. Okay, so IR sensor is an electronic device that emits the light in order to sense the object of the surrounding. Okay, so IR sensor can measure the heat of the object or as well as the motion of the object by emitting the light to the object. Okay, so IR sensor generally used to detect the object of the surrounding. Okay, so there are two types of IR sensor. First one is active IR sensor. Active IR sensor has both type of function which emit the light and also detect the light from the object. Okay, second is passive IR sensor. Passive IR sensor has one type of function that only emits the light to the object. Okay, you can clearly see in this video that IR sensor which emit the light to the object and which detect the motion and heat of this target. Okay, whenever this object come in contact with the range of this IR sensor, then it will give us output signal. Okay, so generally IR sensor is used to measure the object and target motion surrounding us. Okay, so this is the function of IR. Next sensor is soil moisture sensor. So soil moisture sensor is one kind of sensor used to gauge the volumetric content of the water within a soil. Okay, so generally soil moisture sensor is used to measure the water content in a soil moisture sensor generally use a capacitance to measure a water in a soil. Okay, by measuring the dielectrical permittivity, we can easily measure the water in the soil. Okay, soil moisture sensor generally used to detect the water content in the soil. You can clearly see in this video how soil moisture sensor work. Okay, so this is the soil moisture sensor which measures the water content in this soil. Okay, so this is the function of the soil moisture. Now next sensor is vibration sensor. So vibration sensor is generally used to measure the vibration and it is called as a piezoelectrical sensor. So vibration sensor which work on the principle of piezoelectrical effects. Okay, so this sensor which are used for measuring various processes also. Okay, so vibration sensor is generally used to measure the vibration. Okay, you can clearly see in this video that how vibration sensor will work. Okay, so here you can clearly see that this is the vibration type of object and here we have vibration sensor and here we have diaphragm which measure the vibration. Whenever object vibrate, then diaphragm deflect and then it gives output in voltmeter. Okay, so this is the how vibration sensor. When vibration occur in object, then diaphragm which is connected to the sensor will deflect and due to the deflection of this diaphragm, spring will be deflect and that gives output in voltmeter. Okay, so this is the basic principle of vibration sensor. Okay, our next sensor is load cell. Load cell is generally used to measure the weight. Okay, so load cell is one type of a transducer. You can say that specially a force transducer. So it converts an input mechanical force such as load, weight, tension, compression or pressure into another physical variable that can be measured and standardized. Okay, so load cell is also used in civil engineering to measure a load or we can say that to measure a weight. How load cell sensor work? So as the force applied to the load cell increases, the electrical signal changes proportionally. When force applied to the load cell increase, electrical signal at output side will increase proportionally. Okay, so which gives us output which is proportional to the force applied to the load cell. Okay, so this is the basic working of the load. Basic application of the load cell is to measure a load or weight. Okay, you can easily see in this video how load cell, whenever force applied to the load cell increase, the output signal that is in the form of electrical signal changes accordingly. You can clearly see in this voltmeter. Okay, our next sensor, that is gas detector. So gas detector is generally used to detect the presence of gases in the atmosphere. Okay, so main application of the gas sensor is generally to detect the presence of gas in the atmosphere. Okay, you can clearly see in this video that how gas sensor work. Whenever the gas which is present in atmosphere come in contact with this sensor, so civil sensor give us output signal that there is gas present in atmosphere. Okay, so based on the concentration of the gas, the sensor produces a corresponding potential difference by changing the resistance of the material inside the sensor, which can be measured as the output signal. So this is the basic working of the gas sensor, that how gas sensor. Our main aim to understand what is the purpose of the gas sensor. So gas sensor is generally used to detect the presence of concentration of the gases in the atmosphere. Okay, so today in this lecture we have studied about what are the function of the other sensor, okay, and how the sensor works. Okay, what are the input of this type of sensor and what will be the output of this type of sensor, and which type of sensors are available in the market. Okay, so what is the purpose of to understand this function of this type of basic sensor? So whenever you are going to use this type of sensor, so you have some knowledge about what is the function and what is the application of this type of sensors. Okay, so thank you for watching this video.